So hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're going to take a look at the stances for Glaives, that is Astral Twilight and Gleaming Talon. And let's start it off with Astral Twilight, which is described as a stance with orbiting slashes and lashing strikes, and it is a dash polarity which matches all the Glaives, so the Serata, Glaive, Glaive Prime, Halakar, and the Kestrel. So the first combo is called Midnight Cloud, and this is your standard EE button mash, and it starts off with two separate regular strikes, which are followed by a double strike, and it ends with one more regular strike. And this is also the quick attack you get with Astral Twilight if you're wielding either a primary or a secondary weapon. The second combo is called Falling Star, and to execute this one you have to pause after the first attack. And it starts off with one regular strike, and after the pause you will do a double strike that procs impact, followed by a triple strike that does 150% damage, and it ends with a triple strike slam that does 200% damage. This combo also gives you a ton of mobility with all the flips and jumps and dashes, and it looks really damn cool. And the three attacks you do after the pause will also hit multiple targets. The third combo is called Rising Moon, and this one is pretty easy to do. Just hold backwards in the first half of the combo while mashing the melee button. And this one starts off with two separate regular strikes that are followed by three separate triple strikes that look pretty damn brutal. And finally it ends with an AoE strike that does 200% damage. And the fourth and final combo is called Morning Sun, and this one is really easy to do. Just hold the block button while mashing the melee button. And this combo starts off with the regular strike, which is followed up by a regular double strike. This is followed up by a double strike that does 125% damage, and a triple strike that does 150% damage. And it all ends with an AoE triple strike that apparently procs Blast, but I'm not so sure about that because I don't think I've seen it proc Blast yet. So how do you get this stance? Well, originally it was a reward from the Tactical Alert Overtake, which is not in the game anymore, so it was added as a drop for the Denial Bursa, which is one of the three new corpus units that will spawn in sort of high-level missions if the alarm has been raised. But the drop chance is really damn low, so you can also get it from Barakatir, which is pretty nice, and he will sell it for 385 ducats and 175,000 credits. And you can also get it as a reward from the New Moon Spy mission, Pavlov. And I'm using Czech pronunciation because I have no idea how you would pronounce this otherwise. Now, this stance is good, like really damn good. It's really fluid, the combos are pretty easy to pull off, and it just feels really good and powerful as hell. And all the flips and the mobility only adds to the awesomeness of the stance. And even if you don't want to use it like I do and go full melee with it, since you get the first combo as the quick attack, it's really good as just a quick attack melee weapon as well, because it has a ton of range. And it's a glaive, so you can throw it as well if you want to. And I know it's not the easiest stance to get, but if you want to play with glaives, just go and get it. Trust me, it's worth it. And let's move on to the second stance, Gleaming Talon, which is described simply as a stance with fast arcing strikes, and it once again has a dash polarity, so it matches all the glaives. So the first combo is called Ruin, and this is your standard EE button mash, and this is as standard as button mash combos get, because it's just 4 regular strikes, one after another. The second combo is called Silver Reach, and to execute this one you have to pause after the third attack. And this combo starts off with 3 separate regular strikes, which are followed up by an AoE strike. This is then followed up by 2 separate double strikes, and it ends with a Pentastrike Salam, which is the explosion you get at the end. And the third and final combo is called Mercury Vortex, and this one is really easy to do. Just hold back with the first 2 attacks while mashing the attack button. And this combo starts off with a regular strike, which is followed up by an impact proc, another regular strike, and it ends with an AoE triple strike. And finally, the quick attack consists of the first 2 attacks of the button mash combo. Now this sounds up from the Corpus Leech and Sapping Ospreys, which are not the most common units amongst the Corpus, but you can farm them on Mars in the Endless missions, where they will show up sort of after 5 minutes in survival or after 5 rounds in defense. Now this stance is alright, but it is nowhere near as good as Astral Twilight. Astral Twilight is just miles ahead. First of all, the range, which should kind of be the thing, you know, with glaives that you can throw around, isn't very good. I mean, the button mash combo is a melee combo. Then, of course, you only have 3 combos instead of 4, like you have with Astral Twilight, and the combos aren't as interesting, unfortunately. I mean, they're not bad, but when compared to Astral Twilight, they're just not as good. And then there is the thing. The thing that I hate on every stance that has the thing, and that's when you screw up the timing on your attacks. Instead of defaulting back to the button mash combo or whatever, the animation just stops and you are not doing anything. I absolutely hate that. And I don't mean that the combos are impossible to pull off. They're pretty easy. But when you screw up the timing, it's just gonna stop the entire thing and you're just gonna stand there and get punched. Or shot. So unfortunately, this stance is just not doing it for me, especially after I've been playing some more with Astral Twilight. That stance is just way too good. But then again, this is just my humble opinion, so try it out if you have the chance and you may actually like it. And that, as they say, is that. This was, for now at least, the final stance video. There are no more stances for me to make videos about, and it feels really good. I mean, it was a lot of fun making all of the stance videos, and I'm still looking forward to making more of them where new weapon types are released or new stances are released. But finishing a playlist is just, so satisfying. And I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying this playlist, so I want to say thank you very much for watching, as always. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.